Welcome to the Christian Success Show, the show that helps you achieve more success in every area of your life. I'm your host, Wes Young. Thank you for joining me today. The Christian Success Show is brought to you by Christian-Success.com. Visit Christian-Success.com to join the community and check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve big success in specific areas of your life. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-Success.com/coach. Now, let's get started with today's show. Today's show is how to invest $100 for success. When you have $100 that you can invest, it's enough to get started in a lot of different areas, but it's not enough to make a big dent in some of your areas or some of the options for areas where you can invest money. But it's better to invest it even if it's just a small amount, because if you don't invest it, it'll just end up getting spent on something else and disappearing. So here's some ideas on how to invest $100 for success. Basically, some of the options that first come to mind are traditional investments like stocks, bonds, CDs, things like that. Or another option is to start a business. Now, you're not going to be able to start a big retail storefront or something like that, but there are many different businesses that you can get started in for $100 or less. But first, let's look at traditional investing and how investing $100 repeatedly over time can build up. So, $100 invested every week or even every month is a start for traditional investing. So if you can invest $100 a week or $100 a month, you have a possibility of building up a large amount of money over time. Here's a couple examples. If you invest $100 a week and get 7% return, in 20 years you'll have basically $226,000, which is quite a bit of money when you compare it to only investing $100 a week. It does take a long time, and $226,000 is not enough to retire on, but it is a considerable amount of money. If you invest $100 a month and you can get an 8% return, in 30 years you'll have $186,000. So that's what you would do if you can invest $100 every week or $100 every month. Or if you invested $100 one time, you could start a business. Now, the nice thing about starting a business is if you're successful with it, it can offer you much higher rates of return. If you could start a successful business for $100, then you could have much more than $226,000 in 20 years or $186,000 in 30 years. So let's talk about a few of the businesses that you could start for $100 or less. You could start a blog and post new content to it every day or every week and build your audience and make money by using the traffic on your blog. You could become an affiliate, use affiliate marketing with a blog or a website. You could start a freelancing business, freelance writing, freelance business services, freelance payroll services, freelance website design, graphic design, things like that. You could start a consulting business where you're giving advice to businesses and being paid for it. You could start a coaching business where you're a life coach or a business coach. You could start a podcast and grow your audience through podcasting. You could start an information marketing business. And these are just a few of the ideas. There are other businesses you can start for $100 or less. Here's some other options. You can invest $100 in yourself in different ways. One way is starting a side business. Investment terms, there's an investment term called return on investment, ROI. And what you need to consider is, what is your return on investment of $100? If you put $100 in a CD and you make 2% on that CD a year. You make $2 a year. So at the end of 1 year, at 2%, you have $102. If you invest that $100 in a business that you start, what's your possible return on investment? Well, it's possible that you could invest that $100 and make $1,000 over the course of a year, or $5,000 or $10,000 or more. So that's why if you're going to invest $100 one time, your possible return on investment is so much better when you start a business. When you start a business, you basically have the opportunity for infinite return on investment. Another option that's a high return on investment is invest in knowledge or skills that have a high return on investment. You can invest $100 in learning a valuable skill like copywriting or graphic design or website design or something like that. Here's another option. You could find other people with a low investment amount, with like say $100 like we're talking about, and start an investment club. You form a club of 5 to 10 people and they each have $100. You put all your money together and then you decide on what to invest in, and you meet maybe once a month to talk about your investments and see if you want to change. This is a great way to learn more about investing with other people. Here's another option on how you can invest $100. You could invite a successful person out to lunch and then learn as much as possible from them as you're having lunch or dinner. This could be a good investment in yourself. My number one recommendation on how to invest $100 for success is to invest in a business. It's low risk and it's the possibility of very high reward. So let's go back over a few of the businesses I told you about that you could start with at $100, and I'll tell you how to use the $100 to get started. The first one I mentioned was a blog. For a blog, all you need is a domain name and hosting for your blog. Then you can use WordPress, which is a free software to run the blog. And then all you have to do is create content for the blog, which doesn't cost you any money. It just takes time. So a domain name, you can get a domain name for $10 to $15 a year, and you can get hosting for anywhere from probably $3 to $10 a month. There are even some places that you can get a domain and hosting together and just pay a monthly fee of $5 to $10 a month. So this is an easy way to get started with only $100. If it costs you $8 a month for a domain and hosting together, then $100 will cover your first year. And you can build up your content and your following over that year and start monetizing your blog to pay yourself and to make return on investment on your $100. Freelancing. All you need when you start freelancing is the ability to find clients. There are job boards online. You can reach out directly to potential customers. One thing that helps when you're starting freelancing is being able to show people your work. So for example, if you want to be a freelance writer, you could set up a website or a blog just like I just talked about and post some of your writing on it so you can have people go look at it when you reach out to them about a freelance job. The same thing with consulting or coaching. You don't need to invest a lot of money. You just need to find clients that need your services. Once again, it's helpful if you have a website, but once you have one, that's where you can invest your $100. Then you can start reaching out to people and businesses that might use your services, and you can tell them to go look at your website for an example of what you can do. Starting a podcast. All you need when you start a podcast is a host for your podcast. And there are plenty of different podcast hosts available. Find one that you can start with a monthly payment or that offers a year of hosting for $100 or less, and you can get started. Then all you have to do is create your podcast episodes. You don't have to buy a microphone. You can use the microphone on your computer or on your phone to get started. You can use free software. I use Audacity, which is a free software, works very well, so you can get started for a very low cost. Information marketing is the last one that I mentioned, and to start an information marketing business, all you need to do is create information and then find a place to sell it. You could write a book and publish it on Amazon through their services, which basically doesn't cost you anything, just the time to create the book, and then you get paid off the sales made on Amazon. They put it on the site, and people find it on Amazon and buy it. So, my number one recommendation, if you have $100 to invest in a business because it's low risk and potentially very high return on investment. I want to sincerely thank you for joining me today. I know that you have plenty of options on how you spend your time, and it's an honor you're letting me help you achieve more success in your life. God bless you. Don't forget to check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve more success in specific areas of your life at Christian-success.com. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-success.com/coach. Have a blessed day.